Gunfights are chaotic, but you gotta stay present mentally in order to protect yourself and everyone around you. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson from my home state. We're in Chandler, Arizona today. We're going to see two very brave Chandler police officers who are going to face a deadly threat in a man who ambushes them and shoots them both at point blank range. Going to learn some incredibly important lessons here about staying in the fight even when you're terribly injured, about shooting from really unorthodox positions, and about surviving the ambush to win the day. Just another day here in Chandler, Arizona. These are two Chandler PD officers, Officer Colwell and Officer Pueblo, and they've been called to Walmart on a trespassing charge. This guy is, that we see here in the very top is a guy that they say, that they want out of their store. So these officers are just going to go and kind of give him, what they normally would, which is try to get him out of the store, figure out what's going on with him. It's just a very typical call until it's really not. We see this perp here is going to back away from the officers, and right now the shooting starts. He pulls a Ruger LCP out of his pocket and starts shooting at the officers. Actually hits them 6 shots out of 6 that he took with his Ruger LCP. And we're going to see the officers scatter, and Officer Colwell from his back is able to put shots on target, get up and continue to engage this man while he's a threat and definitively end it. We see him there sliding on his back, getting his gun out and putting the shots on target. We see the perp there actually lose his gun, go back to get it, and take the fatal shots that finally end the threat. You can see right here from this last angle that he had the gun in his hand as he fell from the first time being shot. He loses the gun but goes back for it, and then Officer Colwell is able to put shots on target definitively to end the threat. Now it's not quite over yet. Officer Colwell has to go check on his partner. He's got to go check on everybody else. He's got to verify that the threat is truly gone and follow up, make sure he's okay, get a reload in his gun, and then take follow-up action to verify that what's going on and get some help on the way on his radio. Now let's go back and learn some lessons on this one. 8 lessons on my website. Click through on that. And of course, I don't make statements about police procedure. Let's talk about this from a defensive shooting perspective here. I think these officers did a really fantastic job, all things considered. They're just talking to this guy doing the normal course of their life. And you know what? Gunfights come out of the blue, folks. They weren't expecting this, and you can look at their body language. They're just chilling out and talking to the guy till he decides to get up and start getting away from him. And this is where things start going hinky on this one, that the guy starts trying to get some distance. He's going to go and get a gun here. He doesn't want what these officers are offering him here. And now he starts shooting, and he puts the first shots on target. But I love the emotional fitness of these officers here. Even Officer Pueblo here, you can see them scatter. You see Officer Colwell on the right is sliding away, and Officer Pueblo has been shot in the face. He took 2 in his vest and got shot in the face with one of these, but he's still up looking for safety. And one thing I noticed, you notice his hand there on his side? He's going for his gun there. I will almost guarantee you, as a matter of fact, I will, that he's going for his firearm there to get it in the fight, even shot in the face. That's incredible emotional fitness. Same thing with Officer Colwell here. He's actually got his gun out, and as he turns, he's looking for that bad guy and putting shots on target, getting shots towards him so that he stops being a threat to everyone around him. What an incredible job. Now look at this position that he's in. He's in a V position with his feet up on his butt, but he's got both hands on the gun, and he puts an accurate shot on target from that position. That's pretty incredible marksmanship if you ask me. And we could see that because the guy starts going down with that first one. Now as he gets his gun, those are finally the shots that end it. It does take multiple shots many times. You can see him heading through the door right there, but he's falling. Why? Because he's getting shot at, and thankfully he did lose that gun. That gave Officer Colwell the extra chance that the guy didn't get out into the parking lot. Finally, I want to talk about follow-up. Once the deadly force encounter is over in the moment, you got to keep thinking. Officer Colwell did a good job of that here. Go check on your partner. And now you see him there. He's got his gun up, gets that old magazine out, gets a new one in. That's what we call a proactive reload. Did a great job of that one. Nothing but praise from me here for Chandler PD, for Officer Pueblo and Officer Colwell. Thankfully, Officer Pueblo made a full recovery from being shot in the face. Last I heard, he is back on patrol. So great job from everybody concerned here. Glad they came out okay. Glad that they were wearing their vests and that they covered their asp.